Should I leave my Bitcoin on Cash App? You asked, we answer. If you are one of the 30 million active Cash App users, you may have noticed you have access to what CNN calls the best asset of the last decade, right in the palm of your hands. In 2018, Cash App started offering Bitcoin trading. And that was bound to happen because, as you may know, Cash App is owned by Square, and the CEO of Square is Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey has been a longtime proponent of Bitcoin. We may never know whether the primary reason for Cash App adding Bitcoin was because Jack Dorsey wanted to spread Bitcoin adoption or just increase profits. But one thing for sure, adding Bitcoin has paid off handsomely for Square. Part of the reason the strategy has worked so well is because buying Bitcoin on Cash App is easy. So if the intended goal was to spread adoption, well, it worked. And who doesn't love a win-win? But just because it's a win-win for Square, does that mean it's a win-win for you? Yes, buying Bitcoin on Cash App is super easy. But just because you buy it there, does that mean you should store your Bitcoin on Cash App? As you know, we don't give financial advice on this channel, but let's look at some of the factors you may want to consider when making your decision. In this video, we will examine the issues of control, security, convenience, and ease of use. Other factors you will also want to consider are risk of loss, costs, rewards, and Bitcoin adoption. So what does leaving your Bitcoin on Cash App even mean? In short, you're allowing Cash App or their parent company Square to hold your coins in their wallet instead of yours. Your Bitcoin balance is stored using Square's secure wallet system. If you are new to Bitcoin, you may not be super familiar with how wallets work. And without going into too much detail in this video, just understand that Bitcoin can be held in a self-custodial wallet or a third-party custodian wallet. When you leave your Bitcoin on Cash App, you are trusting a third party, someone else, in this case Square, to custody and hold your Bitcoin. And as Square themselves warn us, you are doing this at your own risk. This leads us right into what I consider one of the most important factors, control. If you don't have custody of your coins, specifically possession of your private keys, do you really have control? The often touted mantra, not your keys, not your coins, would tell us the answer is no. But after further examination, we realize Square and Cash App also make it clear that you don't have ultimate control of your coins. The Cash App website tells us, point blank, and I quote, sending Bitcoin has a few limits to be aware of, end quote. These limits include minimum transaction amounts and maximum weekly sending limits. What if, for some reason outside of your control, the Cash App goes down or has some type of glitch and you just can't access your coins? You may give this less weight since it's not likely that Cash App will go down on a frequent basis, but the possibility should still be considered. Cash App's parent company warns of similar risk under the section titled Risk to Buying Bitcoin, where it states, while uninterrupted service is always our goal, we cannot guarantee access to the platform at all times. If you decide to leave your coins on Cash App, it's important that you realize that by leaving the coins on Cash App, you are giving them control of your coins. And the person in control gets to make the rules. Cash App has other rules regarding accessing your Bitcoin that you should be aware of. For example, Cash App may not allow a withdrawal to an external wallet immediately after your Bitcoin is purchased. Also, transfer to an external wallet may be contingent on the company's review and approval of your ID verification. It's important to keep in mind, even if the current limits and rules are acceptable to you now, they may change in the future. For example, just recently, the minimum Bitcoin withdrawal for Cash App was raised to 100,000 sats. But if you have custody and control of your own Bitcoin by transferring it off of Cash App and transferring it to your own self-custody wallet ASAP, you don't have to worry about any of these rules. So in short, if you leave your Bitcoin on Cash App, you also give them the right to tell you when, if, and how much of your coins you can get. It seems most people wouldn't want someone else to have control of their funds. But there are a couple instances when the risk-reward equation leans in favor of leaving it on Cash App, at least for now. You may actually prefer that someone else is in control of your Bitcoin if you're brand new to Bitcoin. If you are thinking to yourself, I have no idea what a wallet is, where to get one, how a wallet works, or how to safely transfer my Bitcoin, then it may be a good idea to leave your Bitcoin on Cash App. Another case is if you only hold a small amount of Bitcoin in Cash App, and for instance, you intend on using that for spending in the near future. Another important factor to consider is security. Security is a big topic, and we can't get into all the different aspects here. One key security issue is the likelihood of being hacked. Buying Bitcoin on Cash App is akin to buying it on an exchange, and to date, more than 50 exchanges have been hacked, amounting to more than $2 billion in lost funds. This begs the question, can Cash App be hacked just like any other exchange? Well, of course, the possibility exists, and one thing for certain, Cash App provides a central point of attack for would-be hackers and thieves. It would be a lot more lucrative and productive for a hacker thief to attack a large Cash App wallet where the potential payout is millions and millions versus taking the time to hack your individual self-custody wallet where the payout may be $50. But it is worth mentioning, unlike many of the crypto exchanges that have been hacked, Cash App is a more established company and may insure or otherwise cover its customers in the event a Cash App wallet is hacked. Access is one security issue that many people overlook. As people get more and more comfortable with the idea of having payment apps like Cash App on their phone, they become less diligent about taking the small measures they can control. For example, if you don't have a lock on your phone and a passcode on your Cash App, you're making it easy for anyone that wrongfully takes or innocently finds your phone to have instant access to all of your Bitcoin you keep on Cash App. Whereas if you keep your Bitcoin on a hardware wallet, such as Trezor, there are many safety procedures built into the function of the wallet itself that can help protect you from yourself. At first glance, the convenience of storing your Bitcoin on Cash App is a factor that seems to definitely weigh in favor of keeping your Bitcoin on Cash App, especially for newbies, but it may not be so clear-cut. It cannot be denied that storing your Bitcoin on Cash App is super convenient, especially if you purchased your Bitcoin on Cash App. There is literally nothing you have to do. And since your Cash App is on your phone, what can be easier and more convenient than something you have with you all the time? While it may be easier to leave your Bitcoin on Cash App, taking it off Cash App and storing it in your private wallet is not a marathon. It's just a few clicks. You can easily transfer your Bitcoin from Cash App to your private wallet in less than 60 seconds. I mean, literally, like less than 60 seconds. Plus, as discussed in a recent article from Bitcoin Magazine, Bitcoin's purely digital nature makes it vastly easier to self-custody Bitcoin than it is to self-custody dollar bills or stocks. Holding Bitcoin yourself takes a few taps on your phone, not a trip to the bank. The user-friendliness and ease of use is also an important factor. This is also related to the learning curve that we discussed briefly earlier. If you have Cash App already, odds are you're familiar with how it works. So the process of buying and storing Bitcoin in an app is not much different than anything else you would do on Cash App. And if you're new to Cash App, you likely won't have much trouble figuring things out. Square is one of the leading investment apps in the past few years because of its great user experience. Admittedly, crypto wallets are not always the most user-friendly. However, they have come a long way. There are many wallets that are extremely user-friendly, and if you want someone to help you understand how to use your wallet, you can schedule a free one-on-one consultation with bitcoinfirststeps.io. Just like anything else, it becomes easier the more times you do it. And unless you take coins into your own custody, you'll never fully appreciate how Bitcoin works. So here's the verdict. Buying Bitcoin on Cash App can be a great option, but be sure to properly evaluate if you should store your Bitcoin on Cash App or take it off. Remember, this doesn't have to be an all or nothing proposition. It can make sense to keep some Bitcoin on Cash App if, for example, you are new to Bitcoin, or if it's a small amount and you want to have it easily accessible in a place where you can use it for daily spending or even trading. But it's probably best to look elsewhere if you plan to hodl your Bitcoin over the long run. In any event, consider the factors we discussed in this video, weigh the risk versus the rewards, and figure out what is best for you. Still not sure if Cash App is the right choice for you and your Bitcoin? We'll schedule your free one-on-one quick start consultation at bitcoinfirststeps.io. We do hope this helped explain some of the factors you should think about. Be sure to let us know in the comments. Do you think people should leave their Bitcoin on Cash App? Also, let us know if you have any questions or topics you want us to cover on this channel. We look forward to hearing from you. And remember, your journey from Bitcoin newbie to pro only takes 3 simple steps. Learn, buy, grow.